All right, we're back. For Data Key Gaming, we've got some Lorwyn Eclipsed play boosters here. Take a look at these. I did a, collector booster a little while ago. Let's take a look at a regular play booster. Keep Out, Wayfinder, Stratosaur, Tweeze, Moonglove Extractor, Farrier, Distractor, Regiray, Prisma Basher, Boulder Dash, Dose of Dawn Glow, the Scrounger, and a Foily Collective Inferno, a Forest, and an Elk token. That's it in this pack. Yeah, so Lorwyn itself, they had that block quite a few years ago. And they just got back to it. Let's see. So the elk, got an elk token and an emblem for Oko. Straight in from Eldraine, I see. Keep Out's an instant. Target 4 damage, target tapped creature, destroy target enchantment for 2. And Shapeshifter, Changeling. It's 1/2 for 3. When it enters, you can search your library for a basic land card, reveal it, put it in your hand, then shuffle. So tutoring up some lands. You got a creature, elemental, flying, 3/5 for 5. When it enters, target creature gains flying as well, and it land cycles. Instant fire, 3-drop for 3, and you can discard a card. If you do, draw a card. The Extractor is an elf warlock. When it attacks, you draw a card and lose 1 life. 3 for a 2/1. Meh. Unless you really need some cards. Kithkin Citizen, 2/2 for 2, and you can tap it, and creature you control gets +1/+1 in vigilance. Activate only as a sorcery. And the Distractor, Wanderwine. Distractor is a merfolk wizard, 4/3 for 4, and when it becomes tapped, target creature an opponent controls gets -3/-0. Then we got the Encumbered Regiray Merfolk Soldier. It enters with 3 -1/-1 whenever it becomes tapped. Well, it has -1/-1 counter. Move 1 off of it. So it starts out as a, let's see, 2/1, and it gradually gets to a 5/4 if it stays on the board long enough. And standard green Stompy for 6/6 for 6. Trampling Vivid. When it enters up to X, target creatures you control get +X/+X, where X is the number of colors among permanents you control. So definitely go into multicolored decks, am I right? Or, somehow sneak, using mana rocks or something like that, sneak some other multicolored permanents onto your board. Boulder Dash, got your 2 and 1 for 2. Dose of Dawn Glow, instant. Return target creature from graveyard to your battlefield for 5. And if it's not your main phase, Blight 2, which is -1/-1 counters on a creature you control. And Foily Enchantment here. You can convoke this, choose a creature type, double all damage of sources you control of the chosen type of deal. Not bad. And Goblin Warrior, what are you going to do? At the beginning of your first main phase, you may blight 1. If you do, create a treasure token. All right, so that was a quick look. Now, let's see what else we can get out of these. These are Japanese packs, feels like. Falter, Dagger, Unraveling, Zealot, Anti-Sentence, Informant, Guilt Leaves Embrace, Spinners, Everstrike's Gift, Prismatic Undercurrents, Squawk Roaster, Curious Colossus for a Mythic, Impolite Entrance for a foil, Full Art Land, and a Goblin token. Impolite Entrance. Giant Warrior. Big stompy white guy. And here we go with a multicolored Spikeling. Fairdock Core Peddler. Cinder Strike Prankster. Yeah, like I said, it's good to kind of open these. I was talking about that in another video, how it's good to handle these Ashling Rekindled. I've seen something. Is that a good card? I don't know. And another foily rare, Brigid's Command, Island, Elf. But it's good to handle cards, because if you're handling cards, you can kind of figure out what each card does, and you can see some stuff that goes together, and maybe you can dream up a combo and put together something to sneak up on people instead of using the meta. Lurker, Mauler, Caesar. Of course, people will know the tweez. People will probably figured that out by now. Kithkin, it's the showcase. Not many showcases in the most recent sets, which I like, because showcases should be showcases, right? Tristan's Command, Auntie's Sentence, Island, Goblin. Showcase should be showcase, special cards should be special cards, blah, 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 blah. All right, Stompling, Gangly Stompling, Glamormite, Celebrant, Malice, Wary Farmer, The Brute, Reflexes, Puka's Eye, Eclipsed Marrow, Twin Flame Travelers, and Champion of the Path. Followed up with a Dawnhand Dissident, Bloombind. Yeah, I'm putting the cards in the wrong piles. Plains, Kithkin, Token. Yeah, that's, but yeah, it's nice that they got back to Lorwyn. Nice. Wickermaw, Temporal Cleansing, Downsguard, Extractor, Perfection, Feed the Flames again, Sentinel, Springleaf Drum, Eclipsed Elf, Pummeler for hire, Risen Reef for a special guest card. I wonder what that's up. And we got Marlin, Fey Ascendant, and Bark of Doran, and Foil, Swampy, and Merfolk. Anyway, that's all I have for today. Let me know what you think in the comments. Hit like, subscribe, and we'll see you the next time.